Let's go. I got a vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep into my soul. They call us crazy, we cutting the edge, unlocking the future and letting it go. This is a calling that's higher. The time we decided our stories are gonna be told. This is where legends are born. We paving the road, a future that favors the bold. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Something coming, I can feel it. Deep down in my spirit. Revolution, it's a new day. Time to redefine the limits. So vivid, I can see it. So loud, I can hear it. So they calling me a madman, but the future belongs to the fearless. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. We about to set the tone. We about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. Yeah. We on a new elevation. We came here to shatter the mold. We gon' shatter the mold. Yeah. We about to set the tone. We about to write the code. Yeah, we writing the code. Yeah. We on a new elevation. We came here to shatter the mold. Yeah. I know you hear it. I know you see it. We are the fearless. We are the genius. We are defiance. We are the beacons. We are the true believers. Yeah. Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. Not to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Yeah. Woo. Greatness.
Ground.
what The Rock is cooking. Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel tension rising. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me, they talk to me.
Hello and welcome to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show of the Week. I'm the boss, Rock Jones, and
Sean Randy Smith, as we say, welcome back to WWE Bad Blood. After 20 years, it's back on the WWE Premium Live Event calendar, which will be coming at you on October the 5th of this year from the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia.
yes, and to Bad Blood will also air on the exact date of the first event back in 1997, which of course introduced the most brutal match in the WWE arsenal, which will also be taking place at this event, but we'll get to that momentarily.
Yes.
Now, in true Triple H fashion, we only have 5 matches on the card, but, well, 4 out of the 5, maybe 3 are big stories. And whilst we should note here, these matches, as we go through them, are not guaranteed to be in the order that they take place on the card.
That is correct.
The first match will be match number 3 in the rivalry which has dominated the year, really.
Yes.
But we will rewind back to the Royal Rumble match when Drew McIntyre would accidentally, on purpose, insert CM Punk.
Yes.
This would then lead to McIntyre basically saying he played for that, it happened, which would then lead to McIntyre constantly being screwed out of World Heavyweight Championship matches, starting at WrestleMania, going to Clash at the Castle and Money in the Bank. First one was fault though. Then after CM Punk was medically cleared to come back, they had their first match at SummerSlam, which for some bizarre reason they decided to make Seth Rollins the referee for.
For some reason.
That match was won by Drew McIntyre.
It was indeed.
Then a few weeks later, at Bash in Berlin, we get match number 2, which is a strap match. That match is won by CM Punk when he reclaims the bracelet which had become quite the focal point of this rivalry.
And then?
Then on Raw, when he says it's over, but then Mr. McIntyre, being out of control, decides it's not over, beats him up.
Snaps the bracelet, puts it down CM Punk's throat, and claymores him in the jaw.
And then the week after that, McIntyre comes out and explains himself. Teases what could possibly be his next potential feud with a friend of his, and kind of get into the face of Wwe Bad Blood on commentary. But whilst this is happening, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce comes out to the ring and basically says, I thought it was over, Punk thought it was over, they thought it was over, and then you lose your goddamn mind and you're back into the fight. So this has to end, and it will end at Bad Blood. In what kind of match? Well, I'll let Adam Pearce tell you himself.
October, Atlanta, Georgia. Bad Blood. It will be CM Punk. It will be Drew McIntyre. It will be Hell in a Cell. Oh, let's go.
Straight out of Adam Pearce's mouth. Hell in a Cell.
The match specifically designed for Bad Blood in 1997, and the match typically used to settle for the lively of all rivalries.
Yes.
There is no better match to end this feud.
Couldn't agree more with that.
The question is, who wins?
That is a big question.
Personally, I think when it comes to his first big feud back in WWE, CM Punk needs to win it.
I agree. CM Punk needs to win as well.
And it's not going to damage Drew at all to lose.
And also, we can probably expect some more edgy stuff inside the Hell in a Cell match. Could we see Blood potentially in the Hell in a Cell, with them potentially having the rumours of it going to TV14?
Well, CM Punk did cut a promo in the ring vowing to make McIntyre bleed.
Well, that is definitely, we're going to find out. Our next match will be for the Women's World Championship, as Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley 2.0, defends her championship against Rhea Ripley, but there'll be an added stipulation to this match. Dirty Dominic Mysterio will be in a shark cage.
Yeah, PTSD from when he was arrested.
I most certainly think so, but let us take you into the backstory of this rivalry between the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley.
Well, this whole thing started, was it mid last year, when on TV Rhea Ripley quote unquote injured Liv Morgan, of course done so that they could write her off of TV.
Yeah.
So then Liv Morgan comes back in the Royal Rumble match.
She does.
misses out on the opportunity to face Ripley for a championship at WrestleMania. However, on the Raw after WrestleMania starts the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour by attacking Rhea Ripley backstage and slamming her into the wall, which injured her elbow, forcing Rhea Ripley to relinquish the Women's World Championship. Now, to me, this is where things started to go a little bit off schedule, and they had to take a slight detour. I believe the original plan was to do Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, King and Queen of the Ring, where Liv Morgan would win the championship.
But obviously, with Rhea Ripley with the injury, those plans were scrapped.
Well, not entirely. With Rhea Ripley's injury, they had the Battle Royal where Becky Lynch, who was supposed to take some time off after WrestleMania, stepped in to temporarily win the championship, only to lose it at the King and Queen of the Ring with a little bit of accidental on purpose help from Dominic Mysterio. So then we get to late July, early August.
Yep.
Liv Morgan is attempting to seduce Dominic when Mammy comes back and is basically, what the hell are you doing?
Yep.
The match is then made official for SummerSlam between Liv and Rhea, with Dominic supposedly being in Rhea's corner.
Yep.
But then in what Michael Cole called, what was the call again at SummerSlam?
Dominic Mysterio, you dirty nose, two-timing son of a beep.
Dominic cost Rhea that match, which made sense. I always believed that in this rivalry, for it to go the way that it needs to go, for it to go the way that it's ultimately needed to go, Liv needed to win the first match.
Yes.
So then they don't do a rematch at Bash in Berlin. Instead, we get a mixed tag team match with the Teller Twins and Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley facing Dominic and Liv Morgan. Now, Priest, as we'll get to in a moment, has his own issue to take care of with Bad Blood.
Yep.
They win the match at Bash in Berlin. And then this match is made for Bad Blood. But then Rhea Ripley has a little bit of a surprise by stating that in an attempt to negate the Dominic Mysterio effect, that they'll have him in the Shark Cage. Now, to me, I kind of changed my mind about what was going to happen here.
Yeah.
At SummerSlam, after that match, I was thinking, okay, they'll stretch this out to Bad Blood, and at Bad Blood they'll have these two inside Hell in a Cell in the women's Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Now the fact that they just got Dominic hanging above the ring makes me think that someone else may be getting involved.
Maybe.
And then that they may be stretching this out just a little bit further.
Only time will tell. But speaking of Judgment Day, our next match will be between Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
Yes, this whole thing dates back to SummerSlam 2023
Yep.
when Damian Priest accidentally cost Finn Balor a World Heavyweight Championship match.
Yes.
Well, Finn Balor supposedly held on to that grudge for an entire year because at SummerSlam this year, when Damian Priest was defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Gunther, Finn Balor, being a heel, decides to go even more heel.
By screwing Damian Priest out of the championship match at SummerSlam.
And then for the past few weeks on Raw has really been getting the better of Priest, which to me goes into the classic wrestling trope of whoever is left laying out on the episode before the match takes place is ultimately who wins the match.
Of course.
Most of the time, at least.
Yes, most. Now we move on to a match for the WWE Women's Championship as the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, will put her championship on the line against Bayley in a championship rematch.
Yes, well, yeah. Nia Jax won the Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia, giving her the right to challenge Bayley at SummerSlam, which she did and won, which didn't really have any surprise to her. I think most people were expecting that to establish the King and Queen of the Ring meant something, a bit like the Royal Rumble. And then over the past couple of weeks, Bayley's been attempting to get the rematch. She had to run off Tiffany Stratton because she was getting involved in Nia Jax's matches with Meacham.
Yep.
And then 2 weeks ago, there was a tag team match with Bayley and Naomi, who also wanted a shot at the championship.
Yes.
Teamed up to face Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. Well, that ended in a double pin.
It did.
With both Bayley and Naomi pinning Nia Jax. So then that left Nick Aldis in a bit of a situation.
So he decided to book a one-on-one match between Bayley and Naomi.
Yes, now, I was wondering whether they would do something there that would then lead into this being a triple threat match.
Yeah.
But no, we decided to have Bayley straight up win. It kind of makes sense because Bayley was due a rematch.
Yeah.
But we've still got to factor into this, and as long as Nia holds the championship and Tiffany holds the briefcase, what factor is Tiffany going to have in this? And is that going to go into effect sooner than later? Because there are a few big female wrestlers due to return that are going to be knocking on Nia Jax's door, and one is going to be a perfect opponent for Tiffany Stratton were she to win the championship at some point.
Yes. And then finally,
Yes.
our final match on this card is a tag team match where the team of the WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes teams up with Roman Reigns to take on the bloodline of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu.
Yes, this never-ending story between Cody Rhodes and the Bloodline takes an interesting turn here.
It does.
Now, it's at SummerSlam, of course, Cody Rhodes faced Solo Sikoa for the championship in Bloodline Rules.
Yes.
Roman Reigns decided to show up there and to basically cost Solo the match. And I said when we did the reaction show to that when that happened, Roman gave Cody a look to say, I didn't do this for you.
Yeah.
So then we jump ahead to SmackDown's premiere on the USA Network.
Yeah.
No, was a premiere episode on the USA Network.
Yeah.
When Cody Rhodes faced Solo Sikoa again inside the steel cage.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes won that match by pinfall, even though he could have escaped the cage. And here comes the Bloodline.
To stick their noses in, as they normally do.
And whilst the numbers game getting the upper hand, and Solo sends Jacob Fatu up to the top of the cage. Roman Reigns' music hits. Now, Roman Reigns had been powerbombed through the announce table on SmackDown a few weeks before.
Yeah.
So Roman comes out, takes out most of the Bloodline, but again Jacob and Solo escape.
Yes, as they always do.
This entire episode of SmackDown then revolved around Nick almost going to Solo and Jacob, who had a proposition for a match.
Yeah.
The proposition was a tag team match at Bad Blood, where all that Cody and Roman had to do was sign a contract. Well, first Cody's like, I'm done with the Bloodline. This is a problem. I'm not signing it. And so then Roman is like, I'm not signing it. Then in the dying moments of Raw, Roman comes out basically to cut the promo and say that this is still his show, his company, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Cody comes out and basically says it hasn't been his win since WrestleMania. Kind of stuck it there.
Yeah.
Solo and Jacob make their presence felt on the aisleway when Roman and Cody jumped from behind by the tag team champions.
Yes, as per normal.
So then Tamatonga and Tangaloa are laid out. When Roman Reigns signs the contract, Solo is like, it doesn't matter, he doesn't like you. Cody Rhodes hands out, takes his hand out for a contract, signs it. Setting up this match, which, whilst good, I'm like, how the hell are these two gonna get along? And this has several things which could be factored into it and the ultimate result.
Yes, it does.
We have a possibility here of a Kevin Owens heel turn because he did not look happy at this being made.
Yes, that's correct.
Randy Orton heel turn because I don't think he's overly happy with it either.
No, I'm not.
Both could be turning heel.
Wouldn't rule that out.
And then there's also the factor of other bloodline members being factored into it, whether that be a returning Jimmy or the debut of someone like Umaga's son.
Yes, there's always that as well. But again, only time will tell.
My initial feeling is, even though this is being held in Georgia, which is where Cody is from, my initial feeling is that the Bloodline is likely to win this. Although I'm thinking Roman Reigns hardly ever loses. And when he does lose, it's in some kind of tag team match, like took place last year in Saudi Arabia, where he does not take the fall. So,
let us run you through the card one more time.
in the third match series, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre will face each other inside Hell in a Cell.
Liv Morgan will defend her Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley, in which Dominic Mysterio will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage.
Damian Priest will take on Finn Balor.
Nia Jax will defend her WWE Women's Championship against Bayley in a championship rematch.
And Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will tag team to take on the tag team of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu from the Bloodline.
Wwe Bad Blood, at the time of this recording, takes place on this Saturday, October 5th, 2024, from the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia.
Now, before we head out, I would like to make a note of something. You may be wondering, hang on a minute, why isn't there a World Heavyweight Championship match on this card?
Well, that is because...
Well, because those of you who have been watching will know that for the past several weeks, Sami Zayn has been trying to get a match with Gunther. Well, Gunther finally gave Sami Zayn his match, except for some bizarre reason they decided to have that match on Raw.
But then when you look at the Hell in a Cell match between McIntyre and Drew,
And the Bloodline rivalry, you're thinking, okay, maybe it does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that does it for the WWE Bad Blood pre-show. Join us next week where we will bring you the results and overall reaction to Bad Blood and what may be happening when WWE returns to Blood Money.
So until then, he's been
Reese, the final boss, Rock Jones, and he's been
Sean Randy Smith, and see you next week for the Bad Blood Post Show. Right.